Welcome back, all my earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. I'm super psyched for your reading today, so let's get started. I want to give a big shout out to all my subscribers. If this is your first time here and you like fun original content with a spiritual twist, go down and click subscribe so you never miss a reading. Also, if you need a private reading from me, go to LizZamorski.com and I'll get you all sorted. So I have an announcement to make. I understand that this video is going up a day late. I have been going through a lot personally, just uncovering a lot, doing a lot of shadow work, and I've realized that I feel like my energy around the readings has really been taking a dip. And part of that is because I do all the production as well as the reading and, taking high-res pictures of the cards and like working in Photoshop and then working in Premiere Pro and like putting together videos. I feel like I've really been spending a lot of energy and time on production. And my goal with these readings was to help you transform your perception of your personal power. That's always my mission. And I feel like that mission is really being chiseled away at by the amount of time, which is about 4 to 5 hours per video, as well as just the amount of energy that I'm expending into these readings. So I'm simplifying things. You're going to see a different format now. I'm going to try this differently just to try to see if it aligns better with the energy of the reading, and so that way I'm actually able to provide you with a quality reading and not be weighed down by all of the production stuff. I'm just kind of ad-libbing here and letting you know where I'm at, and yeah, I'm looking forward to how these videos turn out. So without further ado, what I've done today is I've actually already pulled you a Celtic cross spread, which is like the typical way of like reading tarot. And I'm just going to go through the cards. So you're not going to see them come up on the screen, but I'm going to walk you through the story. I also want to let you know that when I'm reading tarot and when I'm reading oracle cards, I'm reading intuitively. So I'm looking at the card for, a split second as I'm reading it to you. And I'm not just going off of like what the Rider-Waite-Smith decks say is the meaning of each card. Like I'm also going with the energy of the spread, the energy of the cards, your energy that I'm getting through us connecting. And I just feel like this spread is going to give me a deeper picture and you a deeper reading on what's actually going on. So in your number one spot, which is where you're at, we have the Five of Swords. And this Five of Swords, I know you can't see it, but what it's telling me is that in your current position, you're confused. You've got like the crows chattering in your ears, nagging, or like you feel like there's a bunch of voices in your head right now that are just telling you opposing messages and that are making you feel like you just don't know what to do. You're getting exhausted by all of the outside influence and all of this outside chatter and natter and all that. So I feel like right now, like you want to just like clear away, kind of like what I did. You just want to clear away all the noise and be like, I know I can be victorious if I could just silence all the like opposing voices and all the opposing energy coming through. Then crossing you, which is one of your challenges, is the Six of Swords. So I noticed immediately like that you are going through a progression right now. You're going through a progression time. So it's like you're taking one step at a time. So this is good energy. This is positive. So you're not just going to be stuck in this like noisy environment. You're going to be moving forward. But your challenge is to realize that, all those voices that you've been hearing and that feel like, you're being pulled in 1,000 different directions, like they're actually, your challenge right now is to actually see them as almost like a choir, as one unit that's leading you in the same direction. Right now, you're trying to like parse out like the wisdom nuggets from each of these voices and be like, should I go this way? Should I go this way? Da, da, da. And instead, I feel like your challenge is to basically aggregate all those voices and be like, oh, what's the red thread? What's the one thing that all these voices have in common? Where's the one place that it feels like these are leading me? And then start letting them lead you. But right now it just feels like they're all like, oh, do this, do that, get this, read this, da 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 da. And instead, what they're really calling you to do is to just keep moving forward. That's the red thread. This just came through. Like, Just keep on that progression. In your recent past, we have the Magician. And so I feel like in the recent past, you've really been getting clear on like manifesting your thoughts into reality. As above, so below. Like what's going on in your head, like all these ideas, you've been starting to like put them into action, put them into planning, actually manifesting, using your unique gifts to take like ideas and make them whole. Take ideas and make them manifest in the world. Materialize your ideas into actual like action plans and things to do. In your distant past, like the past 6 months, the Wheel of Fortune came up. So I feel like you've been really, and like one thing that I notice a lot with all these cards, the red thread as well, is that there's a lot of balance. Of course, you're an earth sign, but I feel like a lot of this energy is very balanced. So even when you're feeling worried, it's like you still know that you're on solid ground. You still know that you've got things in balance. And so with this Wheel of Fortune, I do feel like you've been in the past 6 months, you've been seeing the Wheel of Fortune turning either in your favor or away from your favor. But the thing to always remember, as I always say, is that that wheel, big wheels keep on turning. Proud Mary keep on burning. Rolling, rolling, rolling down the river. So Proud Mary, guess what? Like the wheel is always going to keep rolling down the river, okay? So you don't have to worry. Like if it feels like the wheel's been turning out of your favor, it's going to come back. It'll be coming round again. Remember that Carly Simon song? Whatever happened to her? Anyway, so remember like Delilah, you know, the syndicated radio host? When I was a kid, she was working out of Philadelphia, Magic 102.9, and Delilah played a lot of Carly Simon at night. Anyway, so the wheel, even if it's turning out, it's been feeling like it's turning out of your favor, or like you've been kind of in a rut, just know it's still turning. And if it's been turning in your favor, just also know, like, ride this wave while it's good. Because there will be times when, like, you know, the tide goes out and you're just going to be like, what stinks around here? But know that it's just always turning. So in the past 6 months, it's either turning in your favor or out of your favor. I feel like it's been turning out of your favor, or like you've been feeling like you've been going into a rut. So I do feel like you're moving into a time where things are just going to feel amazing again. What's crowning you is temperance. So this is, again, all about that balance. Balancing your masculine and feminine, balancing your energy, doing what feels right for you. Really looking through, like, what are all these voices telling me and what do they have in common? Back to those original 2 cards. Like, where you're really feeling like, okay, I've got this. I see you, like, on a bicycle, and it's like you've taken the training wheels off and you're still in the wobbly time. But you just need to keep believing, like, once I can find this balance, I'll never forget how to do this. Once I can really find my true core center of balance. What balances you? We are in a transformative time in society right now. Like I said before, I want to transform your perception of your personal power. I say this in my incantation before I do these readings because I really, really believe it. And I want you to know, like, as soon as you can start finding, not just like, okay, I think this is it. Once you feel like you've plucked that guitar string, you've plucked that harp string, there's something about plucking a string and like that vibration of like, once you've plucked that tone that just goes through your whole body and you're like, yes, this is it. You will never fall out of alignment again. You know what I mean? Like, you may have tests coming up that test your energy and test your resolve, but it's like your true core alignment, your knowing, your inner voice will always be able to keep you on track. I guarantee you that. This is a huge promise, but I really feel that once you find your sweet spot, once you find your sweet string to pluck, that you know that this is your true calling, this is your true resonant tone, then it's almost impossible for you to fall out of alignment again because you know how that feels. And when the rocky roads come up or when that discordant tone comes up, you know how to get yourself back to center. You know how to be like, this is not my truth, because my truth sounds like that. My truth does not sound like this. So something must be off. Let me get back on my bike. Then, you know, your likely outcome is the Lovers, unity. And I feel like this is very much unity within you. as above, so below. It's that magician again, but it's that unity of like that bringing together of like your birthright, the thing that's most you, that beautiful resonant tone. It's like I can feel this energy and I'm trying to find the words to tell you how this feels. It's that come on, Liz. It's that perfect, I can't stop saying the word unity. Just that thing where it's like that ball, like the two halves of it just click together and then the laser lights come out of it. I don't know what I'm describing, but I can see this thing in my mind's eye, like where it's this almost like a codex, where it's like you've been almost a Rubik's Cube, but it's a ball, a sphere, and then you're finally doing that last click into place of this like codex ball, and it's like emitting light everywhere. And I feel like the light is coming from you. This Lover's card, it's like your likely outcome is like if you can like let yourself be led in this direction, if you can embrace it, if you can balance on your bike, if you can find your heart's true chord, then it's just all gonna click and shine. Whew. Okay. How you see yourself. The Death card came out. But this is death and rebirth. Like it's, again, like I keep seeing this infinity symbol. It's the Death card. So it's like you're letting the old you die. You're saying goodbye to your old life, your old reality, and you're letting yourself go through the chrysalis, become the primordial goop, and then you're going to start emerging from your chrysalis, a butterfly with wet wings. And that's going to take time because you have to let your wings dry before you try to fly. Like, I feel like there's a lot of energy where it's asking you, it's like the wheel, like it's asking you to just be patient. Because if you come out of the cocoon too early, you're just going to be a goopy mess. If you come out of the cocoon and you try to fly immediately, you're going to fall. Like there's steps. Nature is so beautiful and you're part of it. And there's steps that you have to take and trust in order to get to the finish line and cross it. The things that are here to help you, 3 of Pentacles. I feel like this is teamwork, family, the people closest to you. I'm seeing like a spouse, a partner, children. Like it's your whole found family or biological family, but like these are the resources. It's the people who love you, the people who want the best for you. Call them in as your team. Let them be your dream team and help you manifest this, help you materialize this. Your hopes and fears, the Tower. It's like that Death card where it's like, in order to step into this next phase, you have to let the old stuff die off. But that fear of everything just crumbling down. But don't worry, it's not the new thing that's crumbling down. It's the old life. So I feel like really embrace this Tower moment, because that fear should be your biggest hope, is that like the old life gets like stripped down to the scaffolding and you get to just rebuild the beautiful castle. The Tower's gone. The white gleaming castle comes up. Oh, I'm seeing like, those beautiful photos of, these like castles in, I want to say Austria, where it's like, these beautiful, like Bavarian looking castles that are like surrounded by a mountainscape and trees. And it's like overlooking a mirrored lake. Like forget the Tower. That's where you need to be. You need to be in that castle, like that serene, beautiful, natural, can take a deep breath castle. And then the thing that you're moving toward is the Hierophant. You are going to be the master of your destiny. You are going to be so enlightened, light of heart, happy, laughing, free. The Hierophant. You can do this. I pulled you a spirit guide animal who's here on your journey. And we got number 21, Dove Spirit, be peace. You have a beautiful white dove. You started with these 2 cards that had all these black crows. And then the thing guiding you is actually a white dove. So I feel like this is also about balance. Hope is the thing with wings. I always misinterpret that quote, Emily Dickinson. But hope is a thing with feathers, maybe. But this dove spirit, it's pure, peaceful. It's not these nattering crows. It's a beautiful dove with its wings outstretched, arms outstretched, wings outstretched. This is a beautiful master. This is your Jesus, your guide. The carpenter of your new castle is with you. I love that for you. And then also just like a clarifier for the whole spread, I pulled a card from the Good Tarot, and this is the Three of Water, which is like the Three of Cups in regular normal tarot. Am I thinking that right? Yeah. I think this is Three of Cups. It gave me Three of Cups energy, and that's the celebration. That's the three women coming together, holding up their cups, the celebration. In this one, it's this mermaid, and she has 3 pearls. And like with this, sorry, I'm so itchy on my nose. Sometimes this happens during a reading. But she's holding an oyster with a pearl with her tail, and then she's got one in each hand. And this to me is like, it makes me think of obviously like the celebration for the Three of Cups, the coming together, the communion, the celebration, the help from your girlfriends. But it also makes me think of how pearls are made, where it's actually like a piece of sand or an irritant or a piece of plastic or something that gets into an oyster's shell. And then it starts creating, I can't remember if it's like bile or saliva, to start coating that irritant. And it starts coating it and coating it and coating it, and basically to protect itself, to protect the inside so it doesn't get irritated in the oyster. So it keeps like producing this saliva or bile that starts solidifying around the irritant. And it becomes a thing of treasure. So I feel like you're being called to really, oh my gosh, it's that 5 and 6 of Swords from the beginning, where it was like, here's where you are, here's where your challenge is. And it's those crows and all the voices. It's like, take the irritants and start using your own natural protection systems to start encasing those and making them yours. So that way you can live in harmony with all of those things. So that way you can start expelling the irritants from your life, but in a way that creates it into a thing of beauty. And that protects you from like being irritated to death. Okay. So I hope you like this new reading. I definitely felt like the energy was different for me. And I look forward to reading for you next time. I'll see you soon. Bye, Earth signs.